Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and this is me, Michelle Lynn Tackett.
Me, Shawn.
And welcome to Tackett and Tackett Entertainment, and welcome to Nintendo and video game news. This is primarily our big thing we do, and, so let's get into it. First off, Nintendo is ahead of their projections. They're projecting now to sell over 26 million Switches by the end of March for the fiscal year. I'm going to take it up a notch. I'm going to say 27.5 to 28 million. Animal Crossing is almost past Mario Kart, and with Mario Kart, that game has been out almost 4 years. With Animal Crossing, it hasn't even been out a full calendar year yet, and that is just flat out scary. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is nearing 22 million. Pokemon Sword and Shield is the biggest selling Pokemon game in years. Mario Odyssey is over 20 million. Wow, I can just keep on going. Smash Brothers. Luigi's Mansion is almost at 10 million, so is Mario U Deluxe, Splatoon, Mario Party. This shows that Nintendo fans buy games.
Nintendo has 6 games. 6 games that have sold over 20 million. 2 that have sold 30 million.
Yeah. This is unbelievable. What great success for Nintendo. Not to drown on the other companies, but their exclusives just don't sell like this. They really don't. I mean, Splatoon 2 is going to reach, I think, 13 to 14 million by the end of its run. That's fantastic. And just remember, folks, upcoming this next Friday, just 7 days from now, Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Then there's going to be Capcom versus SNK Millennial Fight. Then Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection again from Capcom. Bravely Default 2, Monster Hunter Rise, Pokemon Snap, and Monster Hunter Stories 2, No More Heroes 3, Shin Megami Tensei 5. I mean, it's unbelievable. All these games are coming out in 2021, and there are more we don't know about. Put it to rest. Exclusives sell games. Systems, excuse me. Great games sell systems. That's what the Xbox Series X and S and PS5 are missing right now, are great exclusive games.
And you're like, you don't want to take our word? Okay, IGN said there's shortages in the PS5, but don't worry, you don't need one right now because there's nothing to buy. RGT85, Dreamcast guy, all the video game people are now saying, well, there's shortages, but you really shouldn't concern yourself. You wouldn't want to buy a PS5 anyway right now because there's nothing to play on it. That's sad. That so you'll just be thankful there's shortages, because there's really nothing to play right now. Gee, when Nintendo launched, and even there were shortages for them, what'd they have? Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, boom, right out of the gate.
Yeah. Well, right out of the gate. Then they had ARMS, Splatoon 2. These were all within a 4 to 5 month radius, Yeah. Sony and Microsoft both should have thought out both systems more. They wanted to get them out for the holidays. There's rampant bugs and stuff in the system. And I know some people are going to be like, well, there were some bugs in the Switch. Yeah, but not like this. The PS5 can absolutely crash randomly and stuff. And the Xbox is not as bad, but, they still have some problems.
They should have delayed the systems.
Yeah.
They should have delayed them. They just should have. And like I said, and what's another reason they should have delayed them? Because they should have brought them out, when they actually had good quality games coming out at the same time as their system.
Yeah, I mean, if Sony would have delayed the PS5 till, I don't know, March or April, they would have
not even April. They still wouldn't have had no titles ready for it.
Well, Dark Demon Souls.
Like I said, they wouldn't have no titles for it. I mean, they should have waited for something like Ratchet and Clank or Gran Turismo 7. Or a really huge title that could have boom right out the gate. I mean, Nintendo, regardless of what you think of the Wii U, the GameCube and stuff, every time they've had a system, they've had a big game to launch with it. Always. Yeah. The PlayStation 5 and not even the Xbox Series, they didn't have it this time.
No.
They don't have a big title. Because why do you go out there to buy a PlayStation 5? What for? Yeah. Why do you buy it?
Yeah, I mean, and here's what gets me. It's like some of the video game people are pointing this out. Some aren't. I remember when the Wii U came out, people were always dogging it. And I'm like, well, what about the PS5?
Yeah.
I mean, this thing pretty much is a $500 doorstop right now.
That's all it is.
I mean, whereas, and you hear comments in the comment sections of a lot of videos like, I don't care, I got my Switch, that's what I'm playing. Some people, I got my PS4 still, I don't care. And I'm just sitting there like, this is not how you want the next generation to come in.
And people are like, stock shortages for a system that has sold 4.5 million units. Stock shortages, my eye. You'd think with that many systems, 4.5 million, that's what they're saying. Yet none of their games are in the top 10. Not one worldwide. None of their games. I don't understand that. How can you sell 4.5 million and have not one single game in the top 10? Explain that to me, please.
Well, I mean, like, scalpers getting 3 million of them don't count.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean...
Yeah. But still, people systems, though, you still want to have games to play.
Yeah.
Not even Demon Souls. Not Spider-Man. There is not one PS5. You want to find a PS4 game, you'll see those in different varied top 10s and stuff around the world, 5, 6, or whatever. I mean, but not one PS5 game. That's baffling to me. I don't understand that.
It's not a good sign for the game sales either, because when the Switch came out, it had Breath of the Wild, and remember when Breath of the Wild actually sold more copies on the Switch than the number of systems out? Yeah, that's how bad people wanted that game.
And the Switch is, like a lot of people are saying, is about ready to obliterate the Sony in Japan. And I know what the Sony fans are thinking. Portables always dominate. If portables would dominate, the Switch Lite, which is a portable, would be beating the regular Switch, which is not a portable.
Right.
It's a home console that you can take with you.
It's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid. There's your difference. If they wanted just a portable, they would be buying the Switch Lite by a mile, and they're not.
Exactly. Congratulations to Nintendo for this. They have done incredible. And now even Player S is the best. OJ, he did a video saying that the Nintendo Switch could pass the PlayStation 2. I've been saying that since 2017. Or 16, honestly, folks. The second I saw the first trailer, I said, oh my God, this is the new PS2.
I can attest to that. I remember that. I remember that.
My brother and I would have friendly disagreements and stuff, and I guess he was just like, the Wii U didn't do that. But I saw the potential, and my brother's been right where I have been wrong. I'm not going to sit, I'm just saying this right now. Does it have a chance of beating the PlayStation 2? Yes, the Switch does. I think it will, especially because of China. But Sony is letting Japan go. And that's a bad mistake, because some of the biggest games now come from Japan, like Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Monster Hunter, Dragon Ball Fighter. These are huge, popular games, and Sony is making a huge mistake by ignoring Japan.
Yeah, because guess what, folks?
Excuse me.
The Sony fans are like, Japan doesn't matter. Japan doesn't matter. Japan is nothing now. Okay, it's just kind of funny to me, because guess how many games so far Capcom has announced for the Switch? Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Stories 2,
Ghosts and Goblins, and that Marvel vs. Capcom game.
4 games so far.
Yeah.
4 games. How many PlayStation 5 games do they have announced?
Resident Evil Village.
But no. That's not a PlayStation 5 game. That's a multi-platform game.
They have one exclusive. I don't remember the name, but it got delayed till 2022 or 2023.
Exactly. So when the Japanese companies stop making quality games, Sony fans, you're going to realize how much important Japan really is.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of the best developers in the world are from Japan. Atlas and Platinum Games and Monolith. Well, Monolith Soft is owned by Nintendo, but Capcom and Square Enix are probably the 2 best third-party companies out there right now.
Because what? You guys want to solely survive on Electronic Arts and Activision? Good luck with that.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, Electronic Arts and Activision, they're dandies, aren't they?
Yeah.
Here's another thing. You're welcome, Konami. Momotaro Dentetsu is now one of the biggest selling Konami games ever in Japan. Over 2.5 million copies sold.
And if y'all don't know what that is, it's like take a train station game and cross it with Monopoly, and that's what you got.
Yeah. It's an adorable, fun game. And it has sold over 2.5 million copies on the Switch, which has led to Konami posting record profits.
In Japan alone.
Imagine if they were to release that game here.
Yeah.
And Europe, I say it could probably end up selling 6 or 7 million copies, which wouldn't be Konami's biggest seller, but it would definitely be one of their big ones. And now Konami's collections are in the top 10 or top 20 on the eShop. Things are just turning around for Nintendo, and I really say this. Sony is letting you fans down, but you don't. Some of you know it. Some of you, unfortunately, don't.
Yeah.
Nintendo has turned things around so much, and I've told people this for years. This is not a Nintendo that Sony is used to dealing with. This is not Nintendo with 1 or 2 big games coming out once every 4 or 5 months. This is Nintendo bringing out big guns left and right, getting aggressive with either timed exclusive or exclusive third-party games. This is Nintendo you've never faced before, Sony. This is why the PS5 could not afford a drought, because when the PS4 had a drought, and believe me, the PS4 did have a drought, Microsoft did too, and Nintendo had the Wii U, which was struggling. It still had some great games, but Nintendo didn't market it right, and Nintendo didn't put out as many games because they were trying to support the 3DS too. Now you're facing Nintendo at full power.
And when the PS4 was out, y'all and the Sony had the third parties in Japan in their back pockets.
Yeah.
Not the case anymore. Not the case anymore.
You know what? We're going to wrap this up. I mean, look at Disgaea 6.
Oh.
Speaking of Japan, Disgaea 6 sold more on the Switch than it did the PS4.
Real quick, I don't mean to interrupt, but
Sure.
if you look at the top 30, there are several Switch games or third-party games that are on the Switch that have outsold the PS4 version.
Yeah.
Several.
Yeah, and it's going to continue. Now Dragon Quest XI-S is still in the top sellers on the Switch.
Yeah.
So I could actually see that selling more on the Switch than the PS4 when it's all said and done. So that's all we have, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lynn Tackett.
This is Shawn.
And have a wonderful day and keep on gaming, everyone. Hi, this is Lynn Tackett, and I want to thank you for watching the video. If you like what you see, please give it a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Please leave a comment, and you can join our Patreon page. You can also join our other social medias like TikTok, Instagram, and all other nice places that we're on, our WordPress blog and everything. We're going to start doing videos on a daily basis, and Mr. Monkey, Mr. Hopper will be every Friday. We love you all. Thank you to our Patreons, and have a wonderful day.